Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It's your guy, Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor in Paradise, a Guy's Review. Episode 4 will be up tonight, Monday night. I'll be doing a 4 p.m. pre-episode live stream. That's Pacific time, so East Coast at 7 p.m. Catch that after episode East Coast and after episode West Coast. Super busy tonight. No live streams tomorrow. I have stand-up shows. All right, folks. What's in the air in these COVID bubble seasons? We'll get into it. But first, like this video. Hit subscribe for all future contents. We have videos every day. I'm on Instagram at DNeals. If you want extra content, you can go to patreon.com/DaveNeal for that. All right, we'll get into it. But first, a quick shout out to the universe, really, to the world. It is a rough time out there, folks. To all my friends abroad, to our friends in Louisiana and other places affected by the hurricanes, to my friends that are displaced from the fires outside of Lake Tahoe. My heart goes out to all of you guys. To the rest of us that feel helpless, like there isn't much that we can do with all of the world's problems, let's just try to leave the day better than where it started. When we have that moment where we feel upset, angered, offended, victimized by something or somebody, an internet troll, a stranger, someone in the comment sections, let's just take that moment to make it a teachable lesson, a better place, and not succumb to the lower, easier energy to reach on. Okay? So let's just share that love is what I'm trying to say. Okay, folks, here we go. All right. So anyway, we have first a filming update from Reality Steve. Bachelorette overnights for Michelle's season. And the final rose ceremony will be filmed in Punta de Mita, Mexico. That sounds like a swear word. Hey, Punta de Mita. I say that right? In Mexico. So it looks like Michelle is like the first transitory season outside of the bubble, as it were. Which might be why, like the next season of Bachelor, maybe that's why they're a little worried to have someone like Michael A on, because they want to have his child there, but there'll be a lot of moving parts and people coming and going. Maybe it's tough to socially distance or tough to, stay in the bubble. I'm not sure, but this is interesting. First season. Now, speaking of the bubble, actually, before I get into that, also, if anyone wants, you can go to Patreon and check out my stand-up set from this past weekend. I put the full setup there, 14 minutes, just quick, full, fun setup there from my late night Saturday show. You can go check that out at patreon.com/DaveNeal. And let's get right into it. So we have, this was posted on Reddit, and of course, we've been keeping track of the sort of high success rate of the pandemic era bachelors. Of course, we started with Claire and Dale, and of course, they had a on again, off again, back on again relationship. I'll get into the rumors that they're actually married. You know, that story broke when I was out of town last weekend, so I haven't really covered it. But they do have photos wearing wedding bands. They may have been secretly married. We'll get into that. And then, of course, Claire left. Then we have Tayshia and her guy, Zac, celebrating 10 years sober today. We'll talk about that. They're engaged. And then we have Matt James, Rachael Kirkconnell. Another rough start. Got, together, sort of half broke up, and then they're back together. Are they expecting to be engaged soon? And then, of course, Katie Thurston, Blake Moynes engaged. So far, looking so good. No pressure, Michelle. No pressure. And some were asking, how could, the show's got a success rate of 5%, right? So how could we have so much success happening? Well, it could be that the pandemic has sort of made us all reevaluate the noise in our lives. I know you guys have, and I know I have. And maybe we're not traveling as much or choosing work as much as other activities. Maybe there's just like more simpler times and we're cutting out all that noise. As the world opens back up, we'll face a lot of our old challenges, as they call it, the new normal. New normal, I hate that term. It's not going to be the new normal. It's going to be go back to finding out what in your life stunk and trying to avoid it as you move forward. And hopefully these contestants are able to do just that. Some people posted, Claire's chaotic season led everyone to end up where they were meant to be. It's kind of sweet when you think about it. Yeah, it reminds me of that movie, The Butterfly Effect. I love the idea of the butterfly effect. It's like, a butterfly, farts in Fiji, and then it creates a hurricane, whatever the case, you know what I mean? So the idea that Claire went into this crazy season, followed her own love, and then it led to Tayshia just showing up, and then because that showed up, we, Matt James is like a whole separate issue. He was like a result of another movement that was happening. And of course, Katie, wasn't one of the leads, but she came out as a fan favorite. I don't know. Lots going on there. Who knows? Did Clare start a new all roads lead back to Brad Womack era? There you go. So all roads lead back to Clare. The producers need to cast the Bachelorette like they're casting for a 39-year-old Bachelorette every time. Best cast of men ever. Well, that's a good point too. They cast a good group of guys, as we're seeing on Bachelor in Paradise. Katie's season, I'm not saying they're not a good group of guys, but I'm saying definitely Clare and Tayshia's season, those guys were like this, for the most part. Not everyone. Yosef, okay. Didn't quite get the invite to Bachelor in Paradise, I see. So anyway, Zach Clark posted this today. 10 years sober for a guy that couldn't stop shooting heroin, smoking crack, and guzzling booze. This is truly a miracle. No matter what you are struggling with today, just know that change is possible and you are worth it. You don't have to be perfect. Keep going. Yep, perfection is the enemy of good. Just get out there and try to treat every moment like you're investing in your future self. That's what I look at, Don't always settle for like what's going to make you happy in the second, but like what's going to be your long-term happiness. I think, and I hope Zach has found that. Well, we found them here. Zac and Tayshia sighting downtown Minneapolis. Now, look, I have to say, for what it's worth, not to be a buzzkill, it is so dangerous to ride two people on one bird scooter. If you even run over a Ticonderoga, is that how you pronounce it, number 2 pencil, you're going to flip this thing. I mean, one branch falls into the street, you're done. It's just I've seen so many people fall riding double. Splurge for 2, they cost $1. All right, anyway, I was banned by bird scooters. That's another story for another time. Ask me in the live stream and I'll tell you about it. But lifetime ban by bird. I maintain my innocence. I totally do. If there was a court I could go to, I'll provide the receipts. But anyway, it's a long story. I was a bird mechanic, and one of the birds got a flat tire. We'll get into it later. Yeah, that's right. Your boy Dave Neal, bird mechanic. So this is what we're looking at. Clare Crawley posted this today. Babies, and of course there's Dale Bulge Moss right there. Just the old fan. He aged like a decade once they started dating. He's like wearing khaki shorts now. He's got like dad golf sunglasses. The guy's like, all right, I guess we're having kids. Where's my fanny pack? Let's go get them. So I guess they just picked up a child. I don't know how this works. But anyway, so there they are. So she's in baby season. And then there's, of course, the rumor that they got married, which is great. I think if they did get married and they did it in secret, that's the way to do it. By all means, try to sell the wedding. Like you've already made your dating life, public by being on Bachelorette. Might as well sell the wedding. That's my theory behind it. And if they did sell the wedding, or at least start shopping it around, like if they filmed it or whatever, yeah, get the extra $50,000 or whatever. I don't think it's gonna be worth too much. I don't think in today's world people care too much, but if it's a special episode at the end of Bachelor in Paradise, maybe that's what it is. Although Clare really hasn't been like a close with Bachelor after her season. I think she kind of feels like they just sort of rewrote Tayshia's season and Clare's just like an asterisk. A shocking rumor is circulating that Bachelorette stars Clare and Dale had a secret wedding and are actively shopping it around to media outlets. Like, can they even shop it around to media outlets? There's a 2-year contract with Bachelor. I wonder, like I said, Bachelor in Paradise they'd be moronic if they didn't buy this and at least clip it into the season finale. As we know on Bachelor in Paradise, there's going to be a couple, I think there's going to be a couple proposals, a couple engagements that come out of this season. So it could be a very good year for the Bachelor Nation cast. It could be, something like up to like a half a dozen engagements when you break it down. Clare shocked fans on her season of The Bachelorette when she cut her time as the lead short in order to get engaged to Dale right away. So their relationship was on again, off again. I'm happy they kind of figured it out. But let's see if I have the actual snippet. So here's where it is. This was posted to Deux Moi, and of course, anything posted to Deux Moi you take with a grain of salt, but it's pretty specific. Clare and Dale are married, the fan claims. They did it in secret, but filmed it with a small crew and serious non-disclosure agreements. Clearly not serious enough for this person to be posting. Negotiating with print outlet to coincide with streaming wedding special. If true, it would be a shocking move by Dale and Clare because they haven't hinted at any marriage plans before. Well, this would have to be released very soon. I don't know how long they're going to keep the cat in the bag. Of course, at this time, Clare and Dale's secret marriage is just a rumor, though it's not too far-fetched that the social media savvy couple would seize upon the golden opportunity of publicizing a surprise wedding. Clare had her breast implants removed earlier this month and is still healing, which could indicate that the rumors are true. Yeah, we've talked about this breast implant illness she has. Very proud of her for getting that surgery. Couldn't lift her arms up, apparently. I mean, you don't realize it when you start thinking about the movement that would be required after the, because I believe the implant removal is pretty, because you're not just taking implants out. There's scar. The reason the implants are getting taken out is because your body went to war against the foreign alien objects known as these, fake breasts, and it's building all the scar tissue and everything. So all of that has to, sounds painful, but the right move. And she's looking great. I mean, she looked great with them. She's looking great without them. And I think that's good for anyone who's got breast implant illness to get those babies out of there. But if they really are shopping around media rights to their wedding, it's likely just a matter of time before their nuptials are revealed to fans. Many fans of Bachelorette never expected Clare and Dale's relationship to last and are surprised that they're still together and closer than ever. Even if the couple hasn't gotten secretly married, the relationship seems to be in a good place. It was a rocky road to Clare and Dale's reconciliation, but it appears that their connection is real and growing stronger every day. Good for them. I'm happy for them. And of course, this photo was sent in to me. This is Clare took this, and Dale has a ring on. He's been wearing this ring for a while. It's a band. It appears to be a wedding band. Although if he's driving, this might be a flipped photo. Doesn't it look like he's driving? In which case, unless they're in England, he's actually over here, and that's on his right hand. You know what I mean? Assuming he's, sometimes these cams, although it's not a selfie, so the selfie gets flipped. So maybe this is him. Maybe he's not driving. Maybe he's just kind of hanging out, and that's all you see. Hard to tell. Either way. Look at Clare's last story. Dale is wearing a wedding ring, and it's on his right hand. When you say it's on his right, it's supposed to be on his left hand. I don't know, guys. Is that his left hand? We need, will someone let me know? Right, because if it's a selfie, it flips it. But if it's just a normal photo, then he is on the passenger side. All right. The real question is, who cares? And I'll tell you what, if you don't care, join me and watch my patreon.com/Dave Neal stand-up set. I got tons of content coming out. I have tons of stand-up this week. If anyone lives near Hawthorne, California, it's where LAX is. I have a free show. I'll be closing it out. It's at like a bar. Send me details if you want to come on Instagram, and you can come check that out. My Instagram, of course, DNeals. That'll be Tuesday night. Thursday night, I have a fun show at a rooftop bar in West Hollywood. Gonna be a blast. I also believe that's a free show. You can RSVP beforehand. Friday and Saturday, I think I'm in Ventura. I'll get the details on that. And then plenty of shows coming up later on. But big shout out to everyone who came to my stand-up show Saturday night. That was amazing. I'll talk more about it on the live stream, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget, like and subscribe to this video on the way out. And congrats to all of our happy couples. Good luck to everybody out there. Talk to you soon. Bye now.